सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव कार्येषु सर्वदा येनाक्षरं महेश्वरात् तं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। गर्ताविवसं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारञ्च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं वागर्थाविवसं पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वर। Before I proceed, I wanted to make one correction that I had used Sati Saptami and current drew my attention. So Sati Saptami is not proper because the Karta is the same, agent is the same for both. So the Vakya will be Sasambramam Paragachan. I think Paragachan is there, no? What is the word they have given? Departing, they have given some word. Departing, they have not given? Huh? Okay. Nirgachana. Nirgachan. So the sentence would be Sansambramam Nirgachan Dasaha where is that? Yes, while Sansambramam Nirgachan Dasaha Grihakone Madmatru Sthapitam Ghatam Paryasyat. Okay, so Nirgachan is better word. Sati Saptami, for that both the clauses should have separate karta generally. I thought there is an exception, but not for this. Okay. So I stand corrected. Alright, so now we are into Karmadharya Samasa. And we saw that two adjectives can be compounded, that part we have seen. And that is governed by Tena, Nai Vishishtena, Anai. Now two adjectives denoting colors, Shvetam cha Raktam cha. So they also can be combined. Shvetam cha Raktam cha, Shveta Raktam. So white and yellow are red. So that also can form the Karmadharya Samasa. This, there is no sutra I did not find, but Visheshanam Visheshyana Bahulam. That can be applied here. Okay, Bahulam is there, so two Visheshanas. But if I find some sutras, I will tell. But otherwise, there is no other basis. One general sutra is there. Visheshanam Visheshyana Bahulam. That is the sutra. What is the sutra number? We had seen in the last one. Visheshanam Visheshyana Bahulam. 2157. Okay. And yesterday I was telling that Mahat assumes Maha. That sutra I was referring was correct. An Mahat Samanadi Karanayoho. 6345. Is there 6345? Please see. In your book, which was the number? An Mahataha Samanadi Karanayoho. There? 46. Okay. So it says that Mahat Shabda will have A Adesha. So Mahat will become Maha. The Takara, in the place of Takara, A will come. Therefore Maha it will become. That what was the rule given for that sutra is 6346. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. Third. Two passive participles indicating two consecutive actions. They also will form samasa. That is, two actions are there, denoted by past passive participles, then they also can form samasa. Like what? Purvam suptaha, paschat utthitaha. First he slept and then he got up. So when two actions are happening one after the other, and both the actions are indicated by the past participle passive ta pratyaya, then they can have this karmadhare samasa. This is based on the sutra called Purva Kalaika Sarva Parat Purana Nava Kevalaha Samanadi Karanena 21048 or 49. 21048 49. Okay. So the samasa will be like this. Suptaha Utthitaha. So first slept and then got up. So suptottitaha. So first action sleeping, utthitaha. Niyamataha. Generally that happens like that. That is suptottitaha. Similarly, first cooked and then ate. So pakva khadita. The pakva, no, it will not be pakva. Because pakva goes to karma. There will be what is that action which both should happen niyamataha, one after the other. Slept and got up and what is that? Let me see if there is any example. Not the niyamata it should be. Otherwise we can say came and talked, but it should be niyamata, I think. Let me see if there is any. Okay. I will see whether any such actions which are, whether niyamataha is there or not, I will tell and then I will see and tell you. Okay. Next, the karmadharaya compound is frequently used to express a comparison or a simile. This part we have seen when we were seeing the grammar point, when we are seeing the samasa in general. So karmadhara is used frequently to express comparison. Like we say, the face of the person is like a lotus. So lotus will be called what? Simile. It is called upameya. Sorry, upamanam. Let me give the example. Ramasya mukham kamalam eva. Ramasya mukham kamalam iva pashyami. Or kamalam iva ramasya mukham pashyami. So mukham kamalam iva, we are focusing on that. Face which is like lotus. So face will be called upamita or upameya. And this will be called upamana. And between these two, there will be samad. Mukham and kamalam, they will form a karmadhara samasa. So that is said here. There are three elements in a simile. The thing to be compared. Mukham is a thing to be compared. Into bracket they have written upameyam or upamita. Mukham. So it is comparable to a kamalam. Therefore, mukham is upamita or upameya. And a thing to which is compared. Kamalam is called Upamana. And there will be Samanya Dharma. So Samanya Dharma here it is not given, but we can say Sundaram. Ramasya Mukham Kamalam Iva Sundaram. So Mukham Kamalam Iva Sundaram is called Samanya Dharma. Samanya Dharma means what? The basis for comparison. What is the similarity between the face and the lotus? Beauty. So that word which is denoting the basis of comparison is called Samanya Dharma. It actually Samanya Dharma Vachana actually. But the Samanya Dharma means quality. And the word which is denoting this, the basis for comparison, that quality is called Samanya Dharma Vachana. Okay. So this is the background for the rules to be, which are going to be given. Now the karma, and the common quality which makes the comparison possible, that is Samanya Dharma. Just now we saw that. The Karmadhara compound combines either Upamana and Samanya Dharma. So there is a sutra, Upamanani Samanya Vachanehi, 2154 or 55 in your book. 54 or 55? Okay. Upamanani Samanya Vachanehi. What it says? Analam, Anala iva Ushnaha. Analaha iva Ushnaha. So Anala means fire, Iva means like, Ushnaha means hot. And what it can be? Ushnaha Purushaha. Okay. This person is very hot like fire. Okay. So, Anala will be Upamana, Ushna will be Samanya Vachana, Purusha will be what? Upameya or Upamita. Clear? This is Upamana, this is Samanya Dharma, Samanya Dharma Vachana, and Purusha is Upameya or Upamita. So this sutra says that Upamana will be combined with Samanya Vachana. And the rule is that in the sutra, whichever word is in Prathama, that will come first. So Analoshnaha. Upamana Anala Samanya Vachanehi Ushnehi. So this is also Karmadhara Samasa, where one word will be Upamana, the thing with which comparison is made, Upamana, Anala, and Samanya Dharma Ushna. So this is one variety of Karmadhara, where the object of comparison and common feature will be combined. All right. Another example, can anybody give? Huh? Huh? Anybody? Meghashyamaha. What is the meaning Meghashyama? Huh? Krishna. Meghashyama means what? Ah. Ah. So Megha, what is the status of Megha? Eh? Upamana. Shyama is? Eh? Samanya Dharma. So Megha is Upamana. This is Samanya Dharma. Is it clear? So Megha Shyama. Okay. Pushpa Komalam. Pushpa Komalam means what? Soft like flower. Okay. So some part of the body soft like flower, like eyelids or something. Yeah. So I hope this example this is clear. Then next one is, or the upamanam and upamitam also can be combined. In that case, samanya dharma remains understood and the upamita is placed first. Vyagraha iva purushaha. Here the sutra applied is upamitam vyagradibihi, 2154 or 55 in your book. Upamitam vyagradibihi. 56? Okay. 2156. Okay. So what it says that upamitam vyagradibihi. Vyagradi gana is there. So upamitam means that which is compared, like here Purusha, and it will be compared with Vyagra, etc. Vyagra, etc. What is the status? Upamana. So upamita will be compared with upamana. But Panini has just given the list. This many alone can be compared. But generally it is done quite a bit. Purusha Vyagraha. So in this samasa, upamita and upamita and upamana will be combined. Upamita will be placed first. Upamana will come later. Purusha Vyagra. Then Manavaka Simhaha. Narasimhaha. Naraha Simhaha Iva. Okay. So here Nara Simha. So Simhaha Iva become Narasimha. Okay. Or Mukha Kamalam. Mukha Kamalam. Mukham Kamalam Iva. So Mukha is the upamita, Kamalam is upamana. So upamita and upamana will have comparison. So two varieties we saw. One is that upamana and samanya dharma, analoshnaha, meghashyamaha. Second variety is upamita and upamana, they can be compared. They can be combined. Then metaphorical karmadharya. Metaphorical means in Sanskrit it's called rupaka karmadharya. Also it is called avadharana purvapada karmadharya. The metaphorical karmadharya also places the upamitam first, while the samanya dharma remains understood. Kamalam eva mukham. So Kamalam is upamana, and this is upamita. So Kamalam eva mukham, Kamala mukham. So that upamita comes first. Only difference between the previous one and this one is, both of them here are combined by the word eva. And the earlier one is combined by the word eva. Eva means like. Eva means that alone. Kamalam eva mukham. Kamala mukham. So we are not telling Kamalam eva mukham. Kamalam alone has taken the shape of mukha. That is Kamala mukha. Or Chandra mukham, they generally say. Chandra mukham. Means Chandra alone, huh? Anything? Oh, sorry. Mukha Kamala. Ah. So here Mukha Kamala Mukha Kamala, yeah. Sorry. Mukha Kamalam. Mukham eva become, not Kamala eva Mukham nera. Mukham eva Kamalam. Not Mukham Kamalam eva, no, we don't say. Mukha, the face itself is lotus. Not that the face is like lotus, the face itself is lotus. So when we want to show that closeness is more, then we use the word this metaphoric. So when we want to show that closeness is more, we use eva. When we want to show that closeness is little less, eva is used. So mukham eva kamalam. Similarly, chandraha. Okay. Mukham eva kamalam. Kamalam eva mukham. Bhaiya. The Chandra eva mukham. Even though we put like this, Chandra eva mukham, but when we make the samasa, the mukha will come first. Mukha Chandra. So this metaphorical samasa also is governed by the same sutra. Upamitam Vyagra Devihi. Only eva is different. There is no other structural different. Only eva and eva, that makes the difference. All right. Now, why avyavi? Why? What is the basis? Okay. It's okay. So we say the Chandra eva mukham. So even though Chandra is the Uttar Padartha, so we said that mukha alone is in the form of Chandra. Chandra alone has assumed the shape of mukham. Chandraha eva mukham. So Chandra becomes a pradhana. So even though we are writing like this, Uttara, we don't have to see in the vigraha. We have to see in the samasa. Here samasa Chandra is the Uttara Padartha. Therefore Mukha Chandra is a pradhana. Okay. Next one is Dvigu. Dvigu compound is Karmadharaya, the first member of which is numeral. It is based on the sutra Sankhya Purvo Dviguhu. There is a sutra Sankhya Purvo Dviguhu. Sutra number 2151. Oh, in your 52. Okay. 52. Oh, okay. So here, samasa like was Panchapatram. This is a Sankhya. Pancha is a Sankhya. So Sankhya Purvo Dviguhu. So Karmadhare samasa. Sorry, that is not a yeah. Karmadhare samasa where the Sankhya would be the first one. Panchanam Tatpurusha. Panchanam Patranam Samahara. it comes under Tatpurusha. So Panchanam Patranam Samahara is Panchapatram. In this, there are three varieties, but this most popular is called Samahara Dvigu. This is called Samahara Dvigu. There is a Tadditottara Pada also, Taddita also is there, Uttara Pada also is there. But the most popular and we will be using is this Panchapatram. Panchanam Patranam Samuhara. Another one is Trayanam Bhuvananam Samudaya. That is Tribhuvanam. And about this, it is said that this samasa will always be Napumsaka. Napumsaka, and it will be Ekvachanam. Samahara, there is a one sutra also. That is Saha Napumsakam. There is a sutra. Is there? I don't know what is the number for that. Huh? 2417. So Saha Napumsakam. And I think next sutra will be that that is Eka. It is Anurutti, and it will be like only one Dvigu Reka Vachanam 241. 241 I think. 241 is there? Dvigu Reka Vachanam. So 2417, this comes later. So Saha Napumsaka means that Samahara Dvigu will be Napumsaka and it will be Ekvachanam. But this is a general rule. The Vartikakara, he gave some exception. He says, Akarantottara Pada Dvigu Striyam Ishtaha. Is there in the Vartik they give? On that Vartika is there. Saha Napumsakam Vartika. Is your book? No Vartika. Okay, I will tell you. That Vartika Kara, all of you know what is Vartika? Huh? Vartika has been taught. What is Vartika? Huh? What is Vartika? Commentary, but what? Commentary on what? Commentary on what, Karan? Correct. I think that what is the name of that Vartikakara? Huh? Huh? Vakyakaram Vararuchim? No, I think Vartikakara. I don't remember the name. I will see and tell you. There is a Vartikakara. Okay, this Vartikakara says Akaranto Tara. Just to explain you one sentence, I have to give this. Akarant Tottara Padodviguhu Viguhu Striyam Ishtaha. Means what? If in this Dvigu there will be two words, the first word will be what? Numeral, number. Second word, if second word is ending with a, then it will be in Strilinga. They give the example. Ashtanam Adhyayanam Samaharaha is what? Ashtadhyayi. See, according to general rule, what should have been happen? What should have the form? Ashtadhyayam. It should be Ashtadhyayam. So this says akarantottara pada. So ashta and adhyaya. Ashta is purva pada, adhyaya is uttara pada, and it is ending in what? Ya, akara. So akarantottara pada, adhyaya is akarantottara pada, and that type of dvigu samasa, striyam ishtaha, means what? Saha napumsakam sutra is a shown limitation. It is accepted here. Exception is given. So this Vartika is given the exception to the sutra Saha Napumsakam. So this Vartika is there. So general rule is what? Dvigu Samasa will be, Samahara Dvigu Samasa will be in Napumsakalinga. And here exception is, if this Dvigu Samasa is having the Uttara Pada ending in this Akara, then it will be Striyam. Therefore it will be what? Ashtadhyayi. Another example is Triloki. These are the two famous examples. Triloki. Trayanam Lokanam Samaharaha Triloki. How Sai Krishna Triloki happened? Huh? Correct. So Loka is ending in Akara, therefore Triyamishta. But again there is a Apavada to Apavada. What is that? The Apavada na, sorry, Patradyantasya na. So it is very interesting example. Patradyantasya na. Means what? Dvigu Samasa ending in the word Patra, etc. Na means what? Striyam na ishtaha. Means what? Strilinga will not happen. Original is what? Saha napumsakam. Exception to that is what? Akarantottara pado dvigu striyam. And apvada to apvada is patradhyanta. This is a Vartika only. Patradyantasya na. So there is a rule what? Apavadasya apavade utsargasya sthitihi. What is the rule? Apavadasya apavade utsargasthitihi. Utsargasthiti itself we can write. Means what? When exception is accepted, then you will go back to what? Original. Exception is accepted, then you go back to original. Therefore, what will happen? When the patra is the second word, again napumsakam will happen. Therefore, panchanam patranam samudaya. Their patra is what? Akaranta. So what should happen? By the first Vartik, what should happen? So what will be the word? Panchpatri should happen. So originally Panchapatram should happen. Then first Vartik Panchapatri should happen. And then again it is accepted. Therefore, again Panchapatram. Is it clear? Original, exception of exception, original. That is how it is there. So this is a very good example for that. When this exception is dismissed, you go back to original. We give the example in Shastra Vedanta. That situation comes that Arjuna was already doing war, doing his duty. Ragadvesha apvada came, and that is removed. So what happens? He goes back to doing his duty. That's what we give the example. Apavadasya apavade utsargasthitihi. So we can give better example. Otherwise, you have to give Ekadashi example and all. So this is better example. If you understand, it is better. Otherwise, Ekadasi is better. Okay, so that is said here in this sentence. What is that? The Samahara Dvigu usually is in neuter singular, Tribhuvanam, but in some cases it is feminine. See, he did not specify. In some cases mean which cases? Akarantottara pada. In some cases you can, for your understanding, Akarantottara pade is feminine. But again he has to mention, except Patradaya. Okay, all right. Therefore, Triloki, Pancharaji. Pancharaji means 5 kings. Pancharaji. Panchavati. Another example is Panchavati. All right. Next. The Pradi Samasa. There is one more Samasa called Pradi. Why it is called Pradi? Because starting with Pra. You have been told, taught Upasargas. No? How many Upasargas are there? 22 or 21? And one added perhaps. I think it is 20. Sorry, 20 to 22. You are right. Yeah. What are the some? Does anybody know what are the Upasargas? Does anybody remember? Pra, para, apa. You are Lagu, we had by hearted. Now I am forgotten. Pra, para, apa, sam, anu, ava, nis, nir, dus, dur, vi, ang, ni, adi, api, ati, su, ut, abhi, prati, pari, upa. These are the Upasargas. They are starting with pra. Therefore, these Upasargas are called pra. And there is a sutra, ku, gati, pradayaha. This is a Samasa Vidhayaka Sutra. Kugati Pradayaha. This is the Sutra number 2 to 18 or 19? 18. This Sutra says, Ku Shabda, Gati Sangnaka Shabda and Pradayaha Samarthena Samasyante. Ku Shabda, Gati Shabda, Pradi. All these three are combined with the appropriate compatible words. And based on the sutra, we have got three subtypes of samasa. If you remember, we had seen 8 types of Tatpurusha. So, not 8 types of samasa, not Tatpurusha, 8 types of samasa. So, in that ku samasa 1, gati samasa 2, pradi samasa. Pradaya nahi, pradi samasa. So, he talks about pradi. So, pradi samasa is the samasa where pra will be the first member. Okay. But the peculiarity of this is the pradi samasa combines a preposition, upasarga, with a noun while a participle is understood. I will give the example so it will be clear. Pragataha acharyaha. In this pragataha, pra is the upasarga. So, pra will remain, gata is just understood and it will be combined with acharya. Pragataha means remote or far off. So, Pragataha Acharya means the grand teacher, or Pragataha Acharya means thorough teacher. Pragataha means thorough. So, Pragataha plus Acharyaha, thorough teacher. But when you make samasa, Gata will be dropped and only pra will remain. So, we will have samasa Pracharyaha. This samasa will be called which samasa? Pradi samasa. Is it clear? This samasa will be called Pradi samasa. But don't think everything should start with pra only. Abhigataha. So this, okay, further he gives the rule. The Pradi samasa is an adjective which agrees with the noun it qualifies, except when the second member is in the nominative. So here second member is in the nominative acharyaha. Therefore pracharyaha is referring to the teacher. The what teacher? The grand teacher. or thorough teacher. So there, the whom it qualifies should not matter. The acharya, the last word should matter. So pracharya is the principal. Sometimes pracharya is called principal also, and or the grand teacher or thorough teacher. But every time the second member need not be prathama vibhakti. It can be second, third, fourth, fifth, up to fifth it goes. And for that, they have given different vartikas. And for Dvitiya Vibhakti, he said, Prathama Vibhakti, there is no such rule that it qualifies it, the Pradi Samasa is an adjective. It need not be the adjective to the person who is qualified. Whoever is mentioned in this is the gender, is the person decided. Pracharya is equal to thorough teacher. But now this will be understood better when we see the contrast. In the other cases where the second member is not Prathama Vibhakti, like he has given the example, Abhigataha Mukham. Here, Mukham is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Abhigataha means approached or facing. Abhigataha, the one who is facing. Mukham means the face. So Mukham is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So in this case, Abhigata Mukha, Gata will be gone and Abhimukha will come. And Abhimukha means one who is facing. Abhigata Mukham, one who is facing something. Now, Abhimukha Shabda can be Abhimukha, it can be Abhimukha, Abhimukham, depending upon what is qualified by Abhimukham. That was not the case here. Whatever be the last member, that will decide the gender, etc. Whereas here, who is facing? Suppose we say Devadattaha Gramam Abhimukha Bhavati. Devadatta is facing the village. Or Devadattaha Gruham Abhimukha Bhavati. So Devadatta is masculine, therefore Abhimukha will be masculine. So whatever be the gender of what is qualified by this, that will be the gender of this word. If a lady is facing the house, then we say Bala, Lata, Lata, Gruham Abhimukha Bhavati. So whether it will be Abhimukha, Abhimukha or neuter, Mitram, Mama Gruham Abhimukham. So it will be neuter gender. So that is what is said here. The Pradi Samasa is an adjective which agrees with the noun it qualifies. So here Devadatta is the noun. Therefore it will be Abhimukha. If it is Lata, then it will be Abhimukha. So that is what is said here. The Pradi Samasa is an adjective. Abhimukha Lata. Abhimukha is an adjective to Lata. And it agrees with the noun it qualifies. Noun is Lata. Therefore Abhimukha will become Abhimukha. So Pratipadika will be Abhimukha. And if it is Strilinga, it will be Abhimukha. If it is Pullinga, it will be Abhimukha. Alright. And this Dvitiya Vibhakti combination is governed by a Vartika. And Vartik is Atyadayaha Krantadyarthe Dvitiya. There is a Vartika, Atyadayaha Krantadyarthe Dvitiya. So Dvitiya Vibhakti with Dvitiya also, Ati etc. will be combined. Atikrantaha, Abhimukha means facing. Atikranta Vela means exceeding the limit. Ati Vela means exceeding the limit. Aduna Swami Ati Velaha Drishyate. So Swamiji is exceeding the limit of time. So Ati Velaha. You understood Ati Velaha now? Very well. Good. Atikrantaha Mayam. All the Dvitiya. Dvitiya Pradi it is. So beyond illusion. So Ati Mayaha. We can say Atikrantaha Dhanam means what? Ati Dhanaha. Ati Dhanaha means what? Beyond wealth. Atikrantaha Matram. Matra means measure. So, Ati Matraha means one who has crossed the measure. This is all the example of Dvitiya Pradi. Pradi related to Dvitiya. Then there is a Tritiya also, but he has not given. He has given only fourth one. Udyuktaha. In your book it is separate, no? Udyukta, Udyu and Ta. It should be made one word. It should be written like this. One word. Udyuktaha Yuddhaya. So it will become Udyuddha. Acha, how it was formed? Ud Yukta is there. Yuddhaya. Out of that Ud is taken Ud and Yuddha. So it becomes Udyuddha. Means what? Ready for fight. This is governed by a particular Vartika. Paryadayaha Glanadyarthe Chaturthya. Okay. Then fifth one. Nishkranta Gramat. Nirgramaha. Last one. With this we'll conclude. This one is more used. Fourth one is not so much used. This one is used. Nishkrantaha Gramat. Departed from the village. So it will be Nirgramaha. This is governed by a particular Vartika. What is that? Niradaya Krantadyarthe Panchamya. So this Vartika is there. So here Nirgrama means a person who is departed from village. We can say Nishpuraha, one who has departed from the city. Then Nirgruham, they departed from the house. So this is the Pradi. All these are examples of Pradi. The next one is a Kusamasa, which we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. If possible, next class you do the homework. We'll be doing the homework. A small portion only remaining.